Pokemon Unite, ladies and gentlemen. I've been loving Gardevoir, but you know who else I've been loving? That sounds weird, but I do love you. Is StephOfAnime. That sounds so weird. What a great awkward
This is the best way to start a video. Hi, friends.
Who else I've been loving?
So excited.
God, I sound so stupid, but I mean, hey, you're like a really great friend. But something else that we do is we go crazy in Unite, and we've kind of discovered that there's like a certain, what's the word, Steph? It's like the vibe, it's the synergy. There you go. I was looking for synergy with Lucario, and of course me starting as Ralts right now, but Gardevoir, you know?
Yes.
And so,
oh my gosh,
the struggle is real, I feel, for you. Always when there's like a Zeraora, or there's somebody that could jungle, because you have to decide, okay, well now I'm probably not going to be jungling, you know? Because Lucario's a great jungler.
Yeah, I think it's been really cool that even though Lucario is not a speedster, and you typically give the jungler to the speedster, like Lucario can really hold its own in jungle. So I've been trying to find that balance. But we have that nice combo, so it was great for this game to actually have a chance to be side by side here. And we're so good about splitting up the minions. That's really nice. Or the Pokemon. I'm out here talking like it's League. But
yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I'm somebody, I've never played Lucario at all, believe it or not. I've played plenty of Unite matches, so it's not like I'm just some complete noob or something. But it's the point is, I'm glad that you talk about Lucario, because these are things that I don't really know. And so it's going to be very good for me either going up against Lucario or knowing about that. And so you can see, obviously, we're going up against 3. I mean, it was going to be pretty hard for you to stop that, right?
Something that I noticed that's really cool here is we're both really good at knowing when to back off. Oh my god, you saved my life! Just you putting that pressure on there, we were able to barely escape that.
And I think the thing that I've told you a lot, and especially about Ralts that I love, and Gardevoir and etc., is that I play it sort of in this defensive support sort of stance, most likely I would say, which is interesting because it's supposed to be an attacker and all that, but it's set up really nicely. And so the thing that you're probably talking about is confusion at this point in the game, where we're still early. Confusion is going to slow down your enemy, and so I'm always trying to slow them off of you, because I just see you getting mauled by 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what you see there. I unfortunately, I can get a little crazy.
I was able to get the revenge kill there, so
okay,
it wasn't
good.
For nothing.
Because if you avenge me, it usually feels better, but they still have 3 up top, and so it was a little bit of a pressure game right now, and this is early on, right? So it's the heat comes on early, right? Look at this, you guys. So there was a feint from Steph and our Zeraora, and look at that, they're getting greedy.
I'm trying to see if that was a feint or if I had escaped it. There were a few games, it might not be this one, where just as Lucario, sometimes I'll just go into the grass and return to base and let them take the point, because I'm gonna either die or I can at least have the quicker respawn time.
And so I'm guessing it's so obvious to anybody watching this, but just in case, yes, we are this is all post, we've already done this match, and I was Steph, I really want you to come and talk about it with me, just to see what happens, because her and I both know the results, and we won't completely spoil that right now. It just gets crazy though.
This was a good match. Oh my god!
That escape!
Narrow escape!
Yeah, very narrow. Alolan Ninetales, I don't think really can stand up to me. I have a lot of problems with Pikachu, surprisingly, when I'm playing Ralts, Electro Web, but also just its reach. People that can reach me back there, that's kind of what I tend to have problems with, I feel.
Yeah. So if you look in the mini-map, look, what I had done is I had actually gone back to base and then came up from behind to be oh, I'll come save you.
Yeah.
At the very end there.
Well, I definitely needed it, but look, Zera also had kind of that same thought. And so, I think you guys both just mauled them, and this is where things start to turn, especially for me as a Ralts person now. I've played enough matches at this point to know, things really change drastically once I upgrade. So, here with Confusion and Teleport, I'm still in my Tier 1 moveset. And once I upgrade, no, we couldn't save you. Once I upgrade, it's just a completely different game. Completely. And we're gonna see that. We're gonna see it take place.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, Corellia. I know. I always look forward. I'm are you Corellia yet? Is it time? I try to play a little bit safer when I know you're a Ralts than when you're not a Ralts anymore. I'm you'll save me.
Well, I'm so glad that you know that, because here's the component now where I can save you in a different way. And this, again, goes back to that, defense support Ralts, Corellia, Gardevoir combo, is that now I've got Moonblast, and so Moonblast obviously going to stun the opponent, but with Psyshock combined with those two, it's you stun them, and then you just do all this damage, and it creates a situation where Lucario, Zeraora, paired with me are gonna go nuts because you guys are gonna get so many kills. Like, that drains their damage so much. And obviously they're stunned, so...
And something that I think was super good was actually our teammates there got the Dreadnought. Something I've been noticing just from watching other games is that usually you want to secure the Dreadnought first before the Rotom, and we kind of simultaneously did that. We had the shields as we got Rotom, so like kudos to our teammates
HP
there.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I did have to abandon you there. That's the tough thing, is leaving you high and dry, but you're absolutely right, and there's things that I'm learning a lot. Like, I don't want to kid anybody. It's not like I'm just like some expert or anything, but there are things that I'm... thank you.
No, I'm just
there are things that I'm figuring out. Well, I would ask the same if you had said it, I guess, so that's very nice of you. It's just there are things that I'm now figuring out that are just like absolutely nuts about Gardevoir. So
Haunter is terrifying.
Did you see that though? This guy's actually...
Oh my god!
You know, I helped him out, but wow, he really turned that around, Zero Aura. So it looks like that was a good counter for it. Gonna get some points, and then I noticed that happened. I remember this. So you had a 38, and so it's like, you were so close. It was so frustrating.
I had to dip.
So this is interesting, because I dip on you, but then I come back around. And so the whole point of that, it was intentional. It's just that I was like, I can save her, but I don't want to engage, because look at how low I am. Look how low you are. But it was like to save you again from that situation.
Right.
So I like came back around. I just had to escape their view, right? Like I had to escape their focus. It would have fed them.
Yeah, no, that was really smart, and I don't know how I survived.
Yeah,
I somehow managed it.
Sometimes I feel like you probably just like black out, you know, like you just go with all these like.
It's true. It's true. I just
like,
kind of press buttons.
Yeah. Press buttons. I mean, at some point there's merit to that, right? Because you're gonna like spam those movesets out on these, you know, groups of people trying to swarm you.
Nice.
Did you see that? But that was a great example, because it's like boom, stun, and then you just go crazy.
See, look at that again. Our teammates getting the Dreadnought right as it spawns, so that when we get the Rotom, it's like the double power.
And wasn't this nice? Because I do remember this happening too, which is interesting watching it back, is that Rotom didn't actually get to take that goal. We now go over here, and I completely wasted that.
This was so good. That was so good.
Except for my Unite move. That was a mistake, everybody.
Yeah.
I still make mistakes. Okay, I'm like not perfect at all.
Nobody's perfect.
So here's my 1 point contribution right there.
Hey, every point counts.
It is.
Look, we have a huge lead because of that 1 point.
That 1 point is strong, but
yeah,
it does look like you were out of there. You got caught though at their side, so it kind of makes sense. Things can often get hectic, of course. So generally for me, I'm just like, well, get the hell away from Gengar, of course, but come back to you. And so, like, again, it all goes back to this synergy of Lucario and Gardevoir. It can get so nuts, and you're going to see the results. You know, we've got 2 minutes 35 on the clock, and so it's like you're going to see what the fruits of this labor are, but it gets even crazier. It does.
You timed that as you got the berry so perfectly.
Fruits, that's so good. Thank you. Here you go, absolutely nuts on this Alolan Ninetales. I feel that that's a completely good opponent for you. Unless they do that, they did Unite move on you.
Tried so hard to stop that Gengar.
There you go.
I think there must be one Pokemon that has like a silencing type move, like for auto attacks. Because sometimes I'm trying to just like hit A to like stop an attack, and I can't press it. I don't know if it's Gibble or if it's Gengar, but somebody has something. I think I have to look into it.
If you think it just happened there, then it would have been Gengar. You know, like we weren't around a Gibble player right here, and so like this is gonna obviously reveal. You know, you and I are not complete know-it-alls yet. You know, like there's still things we're figuring out about Unite, but it's not like we're just complete noobs either, though. You know, it's like there's something in the middle that we are right now. And it's a fascinating game, man. I just love it so much.
It's been so much fun, and look at our team going in for the kills.
And we do need this because the Zapdos is on there, and you can see that 3 are down on their team. So like you know, take advantage, man. Look at this. So this was good team synergy. I think you had to go back to base, right, to heal.
Yeah.
And so then you'll make your way back. You're gonna super jump over there. Perfect. So good play all around. Charizard does look to snipe it. I'm gonna go ahead and Unite him. It was a little bit excessive, but I think that that's good in this case, just because I don't.
The speed of the attack and the Unite going off, I think, in that instance, so it was a really good play.
I think for my thinking, it was to make sure that there would be no snipe. You know, like I did not want that to get sniped, because think about that. Like we did all that work and we were so like having the advantage for it to be taken, especially by one Charizard. I thought, nah, let's just black hole it. We're gonna suck Charizard away into that side, and he's not going to be able to steal it. So that was my thinking. You know, it again could be excessive, but look at this, just completely getting Cinderace unawares. So this is where I'm just crazy, you know, like by late game, I need to be crazy. Like, see, the Charizard, I did so much damage. Steph can clean that up. You're cleaning house right now. It's nuts.
You're going wild here. Look at that. Are you going to get this off? Are you gonna be able
it
to
would have
get
been
that
nice,
off?
but I ran because Pikachu.
Right,
I just didn't want to bother. I would have been out for the whole game, too, you know, like the rest of the match. It was.
Yeah, and I decided to spend the last 10 seconds here just like up north defending.
Okay,
just in case. Yeah, look at I'd seen Gengar on the map.
Yeah.
I've been trying to be really good at staring at the map, so when I see them like in our side at any point, I'm like, I'm just gonna.
So this is exactly what I was talking about before, right? 715 to 162.
Woo!
And we're gonna break this down. We're gonna go into the like details of it, and it's just what you're gonna see is maddening to me. Like, you know, I just feel like somebody who sees this is going to comment like this is not a big deal, but to me this was like really exhilarating, right? You know, we're mostly tied, right? Until that first Rotom, and then a second Rotom, and then there was a Zapdos. So it's just like our team did it, man, and they got those. Steph mentioned it a lot. You know, they got those Dreadnought at the right time. Everything kind of happened as it should.
And it was on the rank up. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this was this my game where I got to Expert 1 and then you got to Great Class 3?
It might be, but it also might be the next game. And so that is the spoiler, is that we do have one more game that I'm hoping to commentate with Steph if she'll do it.
Ooh, of course.
Okay, well, fantastic. Hope everybody enjoyed, and peace!